Hi, happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's feeling all right. I'm just going to have a little bit of a rant because I think it needs to come out, and there's no good pretending it's not there, you know. It's like this is the problem I have sometimes. It's like because I feel like I'm part way through my spiritual journey and that I've, learned and changed and evolved from the being that I once was, It's like I don't I don't shout anymore. I don't, I just I don't hold a lot of the shit that I used to. But today I was out walking with the kids and I FaceTime my dad. And I do this sort of every other day and they're enjoying it, they're fucking loving it. And this is what's bothering me. People are loving it. And it's worrying that people are so happy and they're loving it so much, you know. I wanted to borrow a lawnmower. This sounds like a childish little rant, and it is. Fuck it, but I'm allowing myself to do it. Why not? I want to borrow my dad's lawnmower. That's it. And they've been locked down for 6 weeks now. We've been inside pretty much, for 5 weeks. And I must have asked 10 times to borrow this sacred lawnmower. And he's come up with the weirdest excuses, as to why I can't have this fucking lawnmower. He even got my brother to pay for a gardener to come and cut the grass the other week. So, the first time I asked for it, and there was sort of resistance and a weird excuse to not let me borrow it. By the way, it's a shit lawnmower. I could understand if it was some sit-on thing, that you needed a bloody licence and insurance for, but it's a fucking shit fly-mow. It's crap. Ugh. Anyway, so first time he refused, I was like, right, this is fucking weird. What's he doing? What's this freak doing? I'm projecting. Sorry, Dad, but, So I've been watching it and just, laughing up until today at the excuses that are coming to why he don't want me to use this lawnmower. He don't trust me and all this. So anyway, I asked for it today. My mum said yeah. Well, there was a few seconds of silence. Then my mum said yeah. And then my dad starts saying, all this other stuff that he wants from me, to swap for this lawnmower. Well, I want you to find the strimmer and the extension lead and those shears that I lent you and all this. And it just fucking, I thought, what are you doing? Sorry, I've just got a message now. My mum's just sent me a funny message as well. Good God. They don't think that I should even be, outside walking in the woods with the kids and stuff. And, I say little bits to provoke them a little bit, but not into anger or anything. But it's like, I'll FaceTime them when I'm pushing the kids on the swings and things like that. And I'm shocked. The main reason I'm shocked is because I always thought my mum and dad were pretty intelligent. I thought they were quite intelligent, especially my mum, who was a nursing sister for a long, long time, highly regarded, well respected medical professional, and she's buying this hook, line and sinker. And, there's a part of me that doesn't want to be naive or even, disrespectful. I haven't concluded anything about what I think about this virus, but I am, continuing to look into it, and I'm not holding the fucking fear frequencies that 99.9% of the population are. So I've got all sorts that I've saved on my phone, like Dr. Shiva, Andrew Kaufman, that other one, what's the other one, Doctor, I don't know, there's a new one. I've got all these things saved for the day where my mum might say, what do you think about anything, because they've not spoken to me. They just think that I'm disobeying rules and, just being a twat. And I'm not at all. But we did meet up with a a friend and some kids, and we played football in the park the other day, and that was fucking brilliant, just to be close to people. And I hugged a stranger in a petrol station, which I really enjoyed as well. That was so nice, like, just to mix germs with no fear, you know, and have a human hug. And this is a thing that so many people are unaware of, and it's, you know, it's what's shocking me is how happily the lemmings are trotting back into their prisons, claiming higher morality, better to be safe than sorry and all that. I'm just going to rant now, because that reminded me, better to be safe than sorry. Somebody added me to this parent group, right, and she did say that I'll probably want to delete it because she knows me a little bit better. And I have deleted myself from the group. You know, it's just these fucking gay mums at home with nothing better to do. Me and Gracie having a picnic and all that, and I'm like, fucking yawnathon, exit group. But before I did, I saw that one of the school mums had phoned up the doctor with a sore throat, and I don't even think she had a cough, a sore throat. She thought it was a throat infection or something. And apparently over the phone they said to diagnose it as COVID-19, fucking sore throat, and to treat it as that, you know. So now she's inside her prison cell, but now she has to stay inside one room in her bedroom, keep all the rest of the family and her own kids away from her. And everyone's in the chat going, oh yeah, better to be safe than sorry. I think all the doctors are doing that now. And it's like, the fucking morons can't even see, you know, they can't even see how the tricks are being played and how the numbers are being deceived and manipulated. They don't think. It's like, honestly, you know, I've always laughed about how fucking stupid people are. I sound like a bitch now. And I don't even mean it. It's just people have lost the ability to question anything. And my mum said to me the other day, which I absolutely ribbed her for, and she still don't get it. She just thinks I'm crazy. I said, this was the other week, I said, so can I come up and I'll stay the social distance part away from you if that will make you feel better. You know, I'll stay 20 foot back. I'll sit on the other side of the room if that will make you feel better. Because, you know, that's what you do with the people in the fucking supermarket, isn't it? Hypocrisy number one that's always baffled me. It's like, we all stay away from each other, but then we all go up to the cashier. There's just so many hypocrisies and ludicrousness that really don't make sense. And then obviously look into it further, look into if viruses even exist, can you catch a virus, all the shit David Icke and all those doctors are doing, and you just go, and then you add in, you know, all the other bits of shit, and so you've got this stew in this pot of confusion. What it's done for me, right, looking at this information so far, because I'm aware not to get too bothered and too triggered by it, and to have that opposing energy of the rebel, fuck you, revenge type energy, the chaotic energy, which is not quite needed yet. And, you know, it's always got to be honed, that sort of response. So I find it's a really tricky situation at the moment, because what's going on is that, actually, fuck it, I'll be here all day. And I've cheered myself up already. But I was just saying to my mum, you know, fucking vitamin C. Vitamin C from the sunshine, fresh air, human contact, connection, humanity, freedom. That's what life's about. Walking through the woods, pushing your kids on the swings, and I'll stay back from people if they want me to fucking stay back from them. I'm not wearing a stupid bloody mask. I refuse to wear a mask. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen and heard in my life. And you only have to look at countries like Sweden, and, you know, all this is going to come out. Of course it is, because the age of information, it's just taking, it's like, it's taking ages. Yes, my mum said the other day, it says not to. It says I can't, you know, when I want it to come up. And it is the TV, the fucking television. It says you can't. I'm like, all right, then take your fucking lead from the inanimate box in the corner. All right, then. Somebody posted a clip. I didn't follow the link actually, but I heard him talking about this nurse on this news story who was visiting her son at home, and she'd been such a hero, you know, she wasn't going in her own home because of the huge risk that she poses. So she was at the patio doors, you know, like giving it that old hand, one hand on one side, kid's hand on the other, trying to talk, you know, apparently at a break or whatever during work. And she's got a mask on. She's got a mask on, which is like, why? When I see people walking down the road, walking the dog or whatever, and they've got a mask on, I think it's like the height of stupidity. I really cannot get my breath. Oosh! At the same time, I don't want to be provocative or rude or undermine anybody else's anything, you know. So it's like, I always say, I don't know anything. I don't know. This fucking virus could be real for all I know, and it could be as deadly as they're making out. Everything inside me screams bullshit, you know. So I just go with that and go, oh, well, la-di-da-di-da. I'm not, you know, I'll crack on with my life. But things are starting to aggravate me. Yeah, I can't lie, you know. People's reactions. I had a t-shirt on, not yesterday, the day before, that said fearless, and I think that always bothers people. And I think my next door neighbour took it as an opportunity to stick her head over the window, over the fucking garden, and, you know, speak to me in some passively aggressively code way. You know, this is what people seem to do. It's the buzzwords, you know, they want me to know the buzzwords. So she was telling me, you know, that she didn't say she was an upstanding citizen, that's what she wanted me to think, you know. She said, I said, how are you, Penny? And she said, well, you know, we're doing what we have to do. I'm getting the food delivered. There's a man up the road who's delivering the food to me. I'm getting my fruit and veg delivered from another little shop. We're not using the cars because you're not supposed to. And it's like, that was, for me, that line. And I'm like, who fucking said you can't use your car? Who said you can't use your car? You know, that was for me, because there's car usage going on over here. Of course there is. And there's, you know, walks, and there's, you know, there's life is going on. You know, we're going to the woods, we're going to parks and stuff like that, like normal. Not fucking taking the piss and not causing anyone any other troubles. But, you know, obviously she's seen car going out a few times. She wants to let me know, and they all want to let me know that if I follow the rules, it will just go away. And I think I've had 4 different people say that to me in the last few days. My mum's just texted me now. I don't think you're taking it seriously enough, Maz. You know, me and your dad both think this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, fucking hell, enjoy decorating the prison cell that you're going to die in. And that reminds me of an LSD trip I had once, actually. Story time. And I was living in this terraced house, and all of a sudden in my vision, I saw this tiny, perfect little living room, this little house. And as I zoomed in with my vision and my consciousness, I looked, and it was so precious and beautiful. It had a little chaise lounge, it had wallpaper, it even had one of those, you know, like wooden separators of the wallpaper, you know, like you used to have in the 80s, like a border and then a, whatever you call them, those things. And a grand piano, you know, and I was like, wow, looking at all the beautiful things in this house. And anyway, my vision moved back, and then I saw another little perfect house next door, and I saw their wallpaper and their sofa and their TV and all that, and I'm thinking, wow, this is amazing. There's another one. And all of a sudden my vision panned back, and I saw the irrelevancy of all these beautiful little houses, because as it panned back, it turned into a big prison block, just squares. And so it makes me laugh what's going on at the moment. It's like all the lemmings are just cheerfully grabbing the paint cans and going back into the self-built prisons to decorate the prison to die in. And I cannot get my breath. And I understand they believe the narrative. I understand they're overridden with fear. But it does just get a little bit boring, so I just need to rant out sometimes, you know. Ugh. And it annoys me as well, because I'm not concluding anything. It's like I'm still just looking around going, wow, the world's weird. 1444. But the fact that people can't even fucking look into things or question things. It's it tells them everything, and therefore they and it are right, and you, me, are anything else. So anyway, yeah, I've got irritation in me. I think I'm going to go and have a meditate now. I can feel I'm quite shaky, actually. I'm quite shaky, and you know, I don't even know what I want to do. At the park the other day, I rolled down the grass with the kids, you know, like when you lay down and you roll. And I rolled through dog shit and all sorts, and I was just laughing my head off. It was the best 5 minutes of my life, from the top of this hill down to the bottom. Oh, and I would just love to see people out doing that. I'd just love to see people in parks, sat on the floor or walking around, kicking a football. People were knocking on the window when we were kicking a football the other day. So, yeah, it's all very strange. I realise that it's all irrelevancy. It's all irrelevancy. It's all illusion, and whatever sort of friction or pain or anguish I hold within me today, it's only ever my fault. So, yeah. So I'm going to try and practice a bit of grace today. I thought I was quite good at that, but the way I shouted at my dad earlier shocked me. I really, out of the blue, fucking, I don't need your fucking prerequisites to blah, 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 blah. Oh, enjoy fucking sitting in your prison cell and all this, and it's just not like me. God. Anyway, whatever. So funny. Yeah, I'm irritated. And if it's not even because everything's closed, because I don't give a shit. It's not like I'm dying to go to fucking Greg's and pick up a sausage roll. I care none. I actually like it better with less people around. It's amazing. It's beautiful. The skies are clear. You can hear the birds. You can appreciate the earth, the nature, and you can really see the shit show that we've made, that we've created, collectively and individually. Like, you can see it all. So I guess the first thing that average Joe will be waking up to, hopefully, is how stupid and pointless and unintelligent leaders are of countries, institutions, whatever. That I have had that pattern. Whatever job I've been in, I've had jobs in all kinds of sectors, but predominantly in hospital or care settings. And whenever I've met people, area managers or managers for this, and higher and higher and higher, the more underwhelmed I am, the less human they are. Oh, and it's just like underwhelmed. It's the same. It's like, oh, look at these idiots that we're all following and the advice from. They can't answer questions. They can't tell us anything. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm fucking bored of it. Seems to be slowing down a bit here. I don't know what it's like over there in terms of the bullshit imaginary curve is flattening. I think we had 400 supposed deaths yesterday, which is, again, it's just, it cannot be true. And this has been what's in my head from the get-go. Good golly, Miss Molly. So, what are you gonna fucking do? Yeah. And I know better. It's like I don't even want to wake my mum and dad up. I just want them to sort of feel human and go, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't understand why you can get close to someone in Asda, but you can't get close to your daughter if she stands other side of the room. Oh. And I know that some people are going to go, you're in naive danger, me, That's what's annoying me. Better to be safe than sorry. Oh, look at all these stupid menaces that are out and about that are not keeping the social distance or the... You know, it's like when I go to the supermarket, you've got some numpties like, shall I spray trolley, big or little? And I always make a point of going, no, thank you, I'm all right. You don't have to spray my fucking trolley because I'm not even going to wash my hands when I get in. Seriously, I'm not. Oh, because I'm fine, you know? Things are fine. Flipping hell. Absolute mongs everywhere. I'm sorry to use that word. I don't mean to be, you know, just cropped out. Brain dead masses. It's just never been so pertinent. And God, I don't know. Right. Sorry. I'm sorry to me. I'm sorry. I'm saying sorry. I've already said sorry to my mum and dad for shouting. I've always been good at apologising. You know, I do mean it. I'm like, sorry for projecting. Please forgive me. The fucking Ho'oponopono. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Right. Low vibe Libby today, aren't I? I feel better though. I feel better already. Right. I thought it would be a piece of piss for me, this, and it kind of is in some ways, you know. I'd say 95% of the time I'm in a nice place, chilling out. The weather's glorious. Lots of nature, lots of fresh air, but monotony, tyranny, and all the rest of it is just, you know, it's gonna catch up on you. So I hope everyone's feeling all right. I'm all right, you know. I'll be fine. I'll do another video when I've cheered up. Thank you for listening. If anyone's got to the end, I love and support and appreciate everyone who does the same to me. Thank God for the internet. And yeah, how is everyone else? If anyone has got to the end, you know, how is everyone feeling? Yeah. It's funny, because I'm sure in another couple of hours I'll be sat like Dalai fucking Lama again, like smug as a bug in a rug. Smug. Whoosh, yeah. First bit of irritation, or second or third, not major, you know, in 5 or 6 weeks. Anyway, rant over. Happy days, bye.